Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So as you guys know, I'm an Uber Eats driver and I have many videos on my channel of me doing Uber Eats. I have a lot of Uber Eats vlogs where I take you guys with me as I'm out delivering. So yesterday on Sunday, August 15th, I was out doing Uber Eats and I wasn't out filming on this particular day. But the craziest thing happened and I'm going to tell you guys about it. So essentially, I got the biggest tip I've ever gotten on Uber Eats. And I'm not going to leave you in suspense. The tip was $49.27. So I just want to give you guys a summary of my earnings from yesterday and how crazy everything was after I earned this $49 tip. So I have the trip pulled up on my phone. And as you can see, the included tip is $49.27. And the total I made from that trip is $61.57. But what I want to look at real quick is the estimation for this trip. So I made a video a few weeks ago talking about how Uber now lets the driver know how much they're going to make up front, including the estimated tip. If we read this little blurb, it says the estimate for this trip was $20.30, including an upfront tip. And the customer tipped you even more after delivery. Nice. I want to do some quick math. If we scroll down, if we look at the fare, I made $10.87. And then if we look at the promotion, I made $1.43. So if we add that together, 10.87 plus 1.43 equals $12.30. So that's how much Uber was going to pay me, regardless of tip. But when the trip showed up on my phone, it said I was going to make $20.30, which means from this math that when the person placed the order, they had put an $8 tip in the Uber Eats app. But as we know, they ended up tipping me $49.27, which means after I dropped off the food, the customer decided to increase their tip by $41.27. See, the thing is, if you are an Uber Eats driver, you know that tips don't show up on your phone until 1 hour after. So if you drop off an order at 7:15, if that person tipped you, it won't show up on your phone until 8:15. So when I first completed this order, I got the $12.30. And then I'm sitting and waiting for the other $8, thinking that that's what I'm gonna get. So I do some other deliveries, and then I was done for the day. So then I'm finished those deliveries and I'm driving home and I have my phone on a dash mount in my car. Then I see a notification pop up and I just glance over and it says, you received a $49.27 tip. Tap to view receipt or send thanks to your customer. Obviously, I sent thanks. I send thanks to pretty much everyone, unless I've had people tip me literally 1 cent before. But to 99% of people who give me a tip, even if it's $1, I send a thank you. But $49, you don't know how fast I was thanking people. Like, obviously I was driving, so I waited till I got home. And then when I was home, right as I throw my car in park and I'm in my driveway, I was like, oop, go through the app. Thank you. Like, okay. And so I want to delve a little bit deeper in regards to how much my hourly rate was for the entire day yesterday. So if we look at my total earnings, I made $155.25. And then if we look at the stats, I was online for exactly 3 hours. I did 12 trips and I got 36 points. Then if we look at the breakdown, my net fare was $52.59. I got $12.37 in promotions, and I got $90.29 in tips for the total of $155.25. So now this is like an even crazier part. My hourly wage, $155.25 divided by 3 hours is $51.75 an hour. Needless to say, that is the most amount of money I've ever made per hour on Uber Eats. And so I don't want to give you guys like an unrealistic expectation of what you can earn with Uber Eats. So another calculation I want to do is how much would my hourly wage have been even without this massive tip? So if I made $155.25 and I subtract the $49.27 tip, without that tip, I would have made $105.98. So if we take this number and divide it by the 3 hours I was online, I still made $35.33 an hour, which is still the highest hourly wage I've ever made. I made a community post on my channel maybe a year ago at this point, where one night I was out and I made $35.25 an hour. So this is 8 more cents an hour than that. So even without massive tips, yes, I was still getting tips for almost every delivery that I did. But even if we take out the anomaly $50 tip, I still made over $35 an hour. I don't know any other entry-level job where you're getting $35 an hour. Okay? Once again, I don't want to give you unrealistic expectations because it depends on the day of the week. For example, at the beginning of the week, like Mondays and Tuesdays, people aren't tipping a lot. But on the weekends, that's when you get the $10 tips, $20 tips, $50 tips, etc. But what I can say for myself, I drive for Uber Eats in Toronto, Canada. And for me, when I make $20 an hour, that is a bad day. That is a low day. I average between $25 and $35 an hour, regardless of the day of the week. And so, like, I am just like speechless when I am driving on the highway and I see $49 tip show up on my phone. Like, broski doski, I could have crashed my car. Like, I was like, whoa, what is going on? Like, I don't even know how to express myself right now. So yes, yesterday was my biggest day on Uber Eats. Not in the sense of the most amount of money made. I've made over $300 in one day on Uber Eats because I would spend about 10 hours out. So then if you take $30 an hour times 10 hours equals $300. So this isn't the most amount of money I've ever made in one day from Uber Eats, but it is the most amount of money I've made in 3 hours of Uber Eats. I can tell you that. $51.75 an hour. And one final thing I want to say. As I previously mentioned, I was told upfront that I was going to make $20.30. This pickup was from Mandarin, and this person ordered 29 items. And so when I showed up at Mandarin and they gave me 2 big heavy bags to carry, I was like, oh, that's why I'm making $20.30 from this, because it's a lot of food. So I'm content with the $20. I'm like, this is a whole bunch of food, 29 items. I'm content to drive for 21 minutes down the road and make $20. That's almost $1 a minute. Like, yeah, I'm content with that. But then it turned into a total of $61 for the whole trip. I made $61 in 21 minutes. And so just a tip to those of you watching who are Uber Eats drivers, accept the big orders. This isn't me saying that every $20 order is going to turn into a $60 order. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that even $20 for 21 minutes of your time is most definitely worth it. And 90% of the big orders that I've done where I have bags on bags in my car, and when I get to the person's house, I have to take multiple trips from my car to their doorstep, like those kinds of big orders when they've ordered lots of items, those are the orders that tip well. Even an $8 tip is a big tip. $49, my mind is literally blown, but I'm just trying to say, if you accept an order and you look at the number of items and it's 10 items, 15 items, 20 items, they're likely to tip big. So just a quick little tip for my Uber drivers out there. So that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. Thank you to my channel members, and be sure to check out one of these suggested videos, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.